Is everyone ready for action and excitement? I've got a treat for you today. It's GI Joe issue number 34, one of the very best GI Joe comics in the entire series, and it's a great series, so that says a lot. This has one of my favorite covers, which accurately depicts the kind of action and excitement that we're going to experience in this standalone adventure. If you're just diving into G.I. Joe, if you're looking to get back into the series, this is a good one to pick up because you don't have to know anything beforehand or afterwards. It's basically a story of Wild Weasel versus Ace. After admiring the Mask-flying Camaro, remember Mask? G.I. Joe is better. Starts off here, Lady Jaye and Ace are taking the Skystriker for a spin, while at the exact same time, Wild Weasel and the Baroness are taking up a modified Rattler, which is a modified A-10 Thunderbolt with an extra jet and a gun turret and a whole bunch of missiles. So, this stuff was really cool. Shakedown! I never had either of these toys, sadly, but I always wanted this one. That was a real... I knew a kid that had one of those, and it was pretty awesome. Really nice artwork in this issue. Great storyboarding. This is like Top Gun if Top Gun was better. Larry Hama does the script. Ron Wiggum does the pencils. And they both do a great job, especially right here where we get a bunch of technobabble, 1980s technology, starting with, that's just our onboard 92K memory computer telling us that a threat invisible aircraft is in our path. So it's like the Magnavox Odyssey voice module speaking to him. So they almost run into a 747 while the Rattler is buzzing I-95, scaring the hell out of other drivers, and generally being an asshole because that's what Cobra would do. And then, of course, Wild Weasel just happens to encounter the Skystriker and starts launching missiles at it because, you know, that's what Cobra would do. Ace activates all of his 1980s technology to deflect or blow up the missiles before they hit him. Machine guns the Rattler. Thankfully, the Baroness is safe because it's armored, so her tight pants are not damaged, though her ego might be. They fire back and shatter Ace's faceplate, so Lady Jaye, who has absolutely no piloting experience whatsoever, takes over the controls and almost gets them killed, but thankfully, even though he's not wearing a faceplate, Ace is such a badass that he afterburners straight up at like Mach 15 and escapes the Rattler, which is busy flying over somebody's barbecue and scaring the hell out of them. It is a great issue. You can't go wrong with this one. Really nice storyboarding. So after they desperately try to kill each other for the entire rest of the comic book and fail miserably even after they've used all of their missiles and expended all of their machine gun rounds, Ace and Wild Weasel salute each other out of respect, also because they're probably contractually obligated by Hasbro to do that. You really can't have two of your most popular Joes killing each other in the same issue. This is such a badass comic book. G.I. Joe number 34. It's almost as good as G.I. Joe number 21, but with jets. Not quite as good as G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe 21 is still light years ahead, but I love this one. And you gotta love that cover, the Rattler blowing holes in the Skystriker. I really wanted both of those toys. I had the Night Raven, though. I feel like the Night Raven was actually cooler than both of them, but this comic makes the Skystriker and the Rattler look pretty awesome. G.I. Joe 34, you can see more details, read more about it on 80scomics.com, and I'll see you back here for some more reviews of old school comic books and GoBots hawking Nestle Quick. GoBots. I think Sidekill is doing the dance there. G.I. Joe 34. Yo Joe.